I'm here with Michael Justus. He's our Director of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs. And we're going to talk a little bit about Mulberry Rock and how that is going. I know we finished phase one. How are we looking into going into the next phases?
Okay, let me take you back to phase one, if I can, just to start there. I think it's important to know that what this commission and prior commissions have done, they've allowed us the opportunity to purchase property so that we can continue to expand, our parks. So that's why you didn't see a full build out, at Mulberry. What we have there is 160 acres, and we've only developed about 100. So, we need to keep that in mind as we move forward. There's still 60 acres out there for additional phases even after phase two. Phase two, and I hope everybody's familiar with the parks and visiting them, phase two will kind of take the back of the park and connect it to the front of the park. Everybody that's been in Mulberry or been on Facebook or anything like that has seen the giant dirt mounds, that are in the back of the park. Those were left there for a reason. They'll snake through the woods and connect from the beyond the community gardens and the roundabout and take it through the woods and connect it over there next to the enclosed pavilion where the main entrance road goes. It's going to allow us a couple of things, Sandy, when it does. We'll be able to expand our sidewalk system. It'll be used as a connection to the trail. And it'll also be in play for future usage as we go down the road. As far as where we are today, there's several things. There's a stream that goes through there, and there's several things that come into play when you're talking about streams. And one of those is the Corps of Engineers. The Corps of Engineers has had our permit since the end of August of this year. The construction plans are ready to go with just a couple of exceptions with some alternate stuff that'll go out with the bid documents. But the Corps has 60 to 90 days, to approve any permits when it comes to wetland disturbances and things of that nature. Most of the time, we expect that to take at least the 89 or 90 days of that. So we're expecting to get that back and be released at the latest by the end of this year.
That's great news.
At that point, all it is putting together a few extra things in the construction documents, and we'll be ready to go to construction.
Well, Mulberry Rock, I think, is one of the prettiest parks that we have in the county.
Thank you.
I'm a little biased, but it's beautiful just like it is. So I can't wait to see phase two come along.
One of the things that will happen, Sandy, when we move the dirt mounds is it creates more open space. And back in the back of the park, if you're familiar, there's no play structures. So it would be an ideal place for some future play structures there as well. Probably the most important thing to remember about any of our park projects, including Post 2, and the other 3 posts as well, is that none of that can happen without SPLOST dollars. So we're very thankful that the citizens voted, during the last, 5 years ago now, I guess, that they voted to pass that. And this is hopefully a worthy use of that. So we'll see it in place, and it wouldn't have happened without that passage.
Our parks are a great place to see your SPLOST dollars in use. If you haven't been to one of our parks, please go visit one. You will see that money is doing a great job for our county and keeping it green.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.